In today's video, I will be letting Madden decide this year's Super Bowl. We will do this by simulating each individual game in the playoffs towards the end of the fourth quarter and show you guys the last couple drives so that you can see a climactic ending to each individual game. This Madden series will start off with the Bills versus the Steelers as shown here, and now let's get into it.
The Buffalo Bills here, down 6 with a chance to lead a game-winning drive. Josh Allen, 55 yards. Can he do it? Scanning the field, scrambles outside of the pocket, and he's scrambling. Oh, man, the hole is huge, and he slides down wisely, but he could have gotten out of bounds. I know he wanted to avoid that hit.
What a beautiful run from Josh Allen. He's been very good today from the rushing scheme. Almost 10 yards per carry and a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
What a catch by Stephon Diggs. Undoubtedly a catch. We should not see a review here. Both feet in, well controlled. Beautiful catch from Diggs.
At the back of the end zone right there, Diggs just showing his connection with Josh Allen. Absolutely incredible right here as we see the replay. Josh with the presence. Oh, just got it
Such
right
a
in there.
Dot.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
of course. We might have to see if Diggs did really get those feet down in there.
Oh, and there's a booth review.
And they're going to the booth. Gosh, these refs, man.
All right, he
See
said
what they say. Diggs, he got those toes down. If there's one thing I know toes, and he got those toes down.
For sure. I know that you do,
But-
Sam. I have experience in that category from
And
you.
of course, the ball never even hit the ground right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a catch, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Diggs maintained control right there. Come on, ref. Just get the call over with.
It's
And,
upheld, yeah.
Huge extra point right here for Tyler Bass. It's up. And it's good.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. But still, there is time left in this game. And of course, Mason Rudolph got injured earlier in this game. So it's Kenny Pickett's season. He's been playing ever since the first quarter, and he has had a really solid game right here so far, Max.
Yeah, giving credit to Kenny Pickett, we have to also give credit to Josh Allen and the Bills. 8 plays for 98 yards, under 2.5 minutes. Beautiful last drive from them.
Just a beautiful drive here, but did they give Kenny Pickett too much time? He still does have 3 timeouts and 45 seconds.
And he only needs a field goal, Sam. This could
Only
be an
needs a
easy
field
win
goal.
for the Steelers and knock off the Bills.
They could. This would throw a huge wrench into a lot of people's playoff brackets right here.
Mm-hmm.
Pickett takes a snap, scans the field, and incomplete right there. Just a little too far out front of his receiver as Joey Sly is warming up on the sidelines.
Just not the quality we've seen from Kenny Pickett today.
No, just not, But still, he's got plenty of chances right here. Go downfield. And look at that. Great completion right there.
Oh, big play by Najee Harris. Gets the first down.
Questionable why they would not take the timeout immediately right there. Why they went no huddle first. Very poor coaching by Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I'm no Coach Sam, but I would have called a timeout there.
I think most people would have, especially with 3 timeouts in the middle of the field. You're not that far from the field goal target line. We'll see. Kenny Pickett looking downfield, a lot of time.
Oh,
He's lucky he got that off.
yeah,
right
he's
there.
lucky. Almost a tactical play there to get that off in time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 19 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts. Plenty of options with what they can do. Pickett, a lot of time in the pocket.
Oh, my
Incomplete.
goodness. Unbelievable. I was expecting more out of Kenny Pickett here.
I really was. He's just been frankly disappointing on this final drive. But
Looks like they only need to get to the 43 for Joey Sly.
yeah, big leg, I guess. Oh, goodness. Pat Fryermuth
What
getting
a
open,
play.
and what a throw.
He might have just sealed the deal for the Steelers right there. Maybe have time for one more play in the field goal. Good job from Pat Fryermuth. And a dot from Kenny Pickett.
Absolute dot, yes.
Mike Tomlin with a decision here. What do you think he should do, Sam?
I mean, they got timeouts. I say you probably run the football or something, get an extra play in, maybe get it on the hash that you want, and then we'll see. But they will kick it right here.
49-yard field goal, folks.
Very interesting. And Sean McDermott will take a timeout right there.
I know Al-Qaeda didn't take a timeout when they were flying over New York, so I don't know about that play call there, Sam.
Yeah, who knows? As long as the Bills are a united front. And the Bills on their playoff hopes Joey Sly, it's up.
Oh!
No! Goodness, it hits the upright.
A chance to beat the Bills, and Joey Sly bangs it off the left upright. Unbelievable.
This is crazy. No doink has lived louder in New York. Well, maybe since 2001. But
After that close win for the Bills, we have the Dolphins visiting the Chiefs.
this is incredible what the Chiefs have done here against the Dolphins. Just lay an absolute goose egg. Not what we were expecting at all here against the Dolphins.
And it was all through Tua Tagovailoa, really, Sam. You know, it was an evenly spread breakdown for the offense, but just Tua has lit up this defense.
Yeah, we really weren't expecting to see this, and the Chiefs have really not been able to get anything going on offense to make it a shootout. 2 field goals early, and then a garbage time touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Just shocking on all levels.
This is just an embarrassment for the Chiefs franchise. You know, everyone said Patrick Mahomes was clutch in the playoffs, as we see another first down here for Raheem Mostert. It's just, what has happened to the Chiefs?
I don't know. Some might say they're going to make a swift exit from the playoffs. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
And here, as the game expires, your Dolphins will move on, not your Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, this is incredible. Dolphins will be facing the Baltimore Ravens.
Devastating loss for the Chiefs there, but let's move on as the Browns visit the Texans.
And welcome to NRG Stadium and what has really been a defensive struggle here. We get a chance to see if Joe Flacco is truly elite. Flacco, a lot of time in the pocket, and what a completion down the field right here.
Absolute dime from Flacco. He's had an average day for him. Not really great for the season he's been having. 283 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, which is the only turnover in the game so far.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Sam?
I mean, Buddy is a gunslinger. He is going to be moving those chains, though, here. Like right there to Amari Cooper, going deep down the field. He is not scared. He will not be taking those checkdowns.
And Amari Cooper's really been lighting up this defensive backs all game. 6 receptions for 102 yards. This really shows his efficiency today.
Yep, Flacco takes the snap, scans the field, and hits Jerome Ford for the check down right there. Well, as I was just joking about the check downs, but still, that's like 15 yards. That's not a check down in my book.
That's a beautiful completion. 4 receptions for 35 yards for Jerome Ford. That's really been showing you that the running back has had a vital role in the receiving game today.
Oh, he really has been. And, of course, stepping up after the big Nick Chubb injury, you have to wonder if Chubb was here today, how this would have affected the game. But anyway, Flacco, down the field, complete.
Beautiful catch there. I think that's Amari Cooper for 300 yards for Joe Flacco. Just hits the 2-minute warning. Do you think the Browns should leave enough time for the Texans, or should they wind it down to the last second?
I think at this point you can't quite worry about that. You just have to focus about scoring right here. And Flacco, yet another... No! No way! A fumble!
Stripped.
And, Derek Stingley with the recovery right there.
Who else could it have been? And not who you would have expected. David Njoku with the fumble. And the strip. Who is that from?
I couldn't even tell
Kingsley?
right there.
Was that Kingsley? And CJ Stroud strutting back onto the field. He feels like the game is in the bag. What do you think, Sam?
Oh, I mean, as long as they can run out the clock a little bit here, Browns do still have the 3 timeouts, but Stroud has got to be feeling good about potentially getting his first playoff victory in his first appearance right there.
And that was a good start for the Texans. A 6-yard run from Dameon Pierce.
Oh, yes. And 2nd and 3 right here. Just got to stay on the ground right here, of course, with the successful run game. And oh, by golly, this game is close to wrapped up right here. I think that the Browns could still get the ball back with a little bit of time left.
Let's see if the Madden logic proves itself here. CJ Stroud needs to show his IQ in the end of the game as a rookie.
Oh, that could have been crazy going out of bounds right there.
Would have been.
Got tackled. You have to wonder almost what the Browns players were doing, tackling him right on the edge of the sideline instead of just trying to push him out. But, the Madden logic is not always the best, but we'll see.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with the tackle. And they stop. Is that Dameon Pierce with an X Factor short? That's insane. Okay.
Well, that is something. Who knew there was an X Factor? And final rushing play of the game, right?
Oh,
No,
they're
they
passing!
pass. They pass.
And no! CJ Stroud incompletion.
What was that, right? That just looked like some serious miscommunication with Dalton Schultz right there. He was open,
They could have iced the game right there.
but he really wasn't even looking.
And the Browns
Joe
actually had a
Flacco
chance.
will get a chance to go 80 yards to see if he is truly elite. He struts out onto the field right here.
Amari Cooper not in the screen, but getting the highlight.
For some reason, who knows, as we look at Kareem Hunt. And, they're at the 10. It was hard to tell where the punt went out of bounds. But Joe Flacco, he is going to have to go deep here.
And he decides to go short, the check down.
And once again, what was he doing right there? He had a path to the sideline, but he did not even take it.
Waste 8 seconds on the runoff, 30 seconds left. And there goes Amari Cooper.
Cooper goes up the field, but I think the Texans will allow that 15-yard completion over the middle all day, as there's only 10 seconds left on the clock.
Need to get out of bounds.
And,
oh, no.
that was the right idea, going towards the sideline right there. Unfortunately, the rush was just there a little quick for Flacco to get it out properly.
You got to think this is the last play of the game.
This could be.
Joe Flacco sitting in the pocket.
He's going deep. And it
Oh,
falls incomplete right there, as a big win for the Houston Texans. The CJ Stroud era is here, and the Texans win the game. We'll see what they can do traveling on the road to face the Buffalo Bills next week.
All the AFC wildcards are done, so we now have the Packers visiting the Cowboys.
Welcome to Jerry World, as Jordan Love is desperately trying to lead a comeback here, down 2 scores against the Cowboys. Love. And we don't love that, as he throws an incompletion right there. Love has been airing it out today. 325 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 picks.
that's a really interesting stat for Jordan Love. We haven't really seen that from a consistent game player this year, as the 2-minute warning arrives.
Yep, nice completion right there. Gets 5 yards, setting up a 3rd and 5 right here. We shall see what the Packers can do. The big game from Luke Musgrave so far today.
There's a reason Jordan Love was not on Cam Newton's list.
Oh, did he get there?
He got it.
He did.
Is that
What a touchdown.
Romeo
for
Doubs?
Romeo Dobbs.
Doobs. I like
Okay,
calling him Doobs.
I'm a little dubious of that. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, anyway. We'll see. You would have to assume that the Packers would be going for the onside kick here. But are we going to get a review? I don't even know.
We might. Jordan Love seems pretty
The
confident
replay
that was
is
a
going
touchdown.
on a little long right here.
And it's good.
It's not. And as we go to the extra point right here,
Kicker.
that does not look like Anders Carlson at all. But we will move past that and focus on this upcoming onside kick here. Packers do have 3 timeouts, but I would still assume that they try to onside this.
No, they won't.
Then they won't.
Madden logic coming in clutch again.
Madden logic.
The good return here is that Kevontae Turpin out to the 34.
That is not even Kevontae Turpin.
It's not?
So,
Oh, it's Joseph.
yeah, Joseph.
Yeah.
You know Joseph.
I know. Yeah. I sure do.
Yeah, so, and this will be big. You'd have to wonder, you almost desperately want Zeke in this situation, but the Cowboys do not have Zeke. Instead, they will hand it off, and oh man, was that Deuce?
I think it was.
Why in the world is Deuce out there?
I don't know. Was Tony Pollard injured during the game?
Well, that's not Deuce back there.
Well, that's Tony Pollard.
Who even knows?
That was an interesting play call by the Cowboys to put in Deuce
Very,
Vaughn.
very interesting. Two
Deuce Vaughn isn't even white, so
kind of outside runs there as well. And,
Tony Pollard's still not in.
yeah. Who knows what Mike McCarthy is doing and passing it. I like that move.
Incomplete.
That was the right idea, I feel. Try to get to your best offensive weapon, CeeDee Lamb. But unfortunately, it is off his hands after a great defensive play right there by Jair Alexander. And the Cowboys will punt it away. And
A deep punt.
that was a deep punt, but it rolls into the end zone for a touchback.
What a punt there. Not exactly what you wanted, but a huge punt will set the Green Bay Packers out at the 20-yard line. Can Jordan Love have another game-winning drive? Is he a game manager?
I mean, who knows? Very impressive season so far. Packers may have another quarterback on their hands, and Love complete across the middle of the field right there.
It's a
Very
good pass
impressive to
to
Luke Musgrave.
yeah, to Musgrave. That was a beautiful catch. He's moving quick,
Oh, what was that?
and somehow Trayvon Diggs is out of injury.
Was he just throwing that on an absolute line to Trayvon Diggs right there?
3 interceptions. Uninjured Trayvon Diggs with an absolute day. I don't know what's happening here in Madden.
Has Jordan Love thought that Trayvon Diggs is on his team? Because there is no way he was legitimately throwing that to his guy. That was a pass to Trayvon Diggs.
I know. I'm starting to wonder if Trayvon Diggs got that Patrick Mahomes halftime treatment.
May have. I don't know. That looked a little Mahomey.
As the Cowboys here will most likely finish it out. 4 turnovers on the day for Jordan Love. Terrible.
Really disappointing in a game that was quite a shootout in the end, but the Cowboys will move on. Jerry Jones is going a little crazy in that suite, I'll tell you that.
Sure is a happy man.
But he's always a happy man.
Moving on from that win, we now have the most interesting wildcard game, the Rams versus the Lions.
And welcome back to the Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff revenge game. This is an absolute shootout between these two quarterbacks as Stafford has a chance to lead a game-winning drive down the field, down 6.
You know, a pretty mediocre day for Matthew Stafford. A lot of airtime, though. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, but as well 2 interceptions. Kind of like we saw in Jordan Love last game.
Very true. Although Stafford, I will say, he's thrown a lot of passes. He's led a number of game-winning drives in Ford Field before. And as it is complete over the middle right there to Cooper Kupp for just a handful of yards before the 2-minute warning.
It was a good play there from Stafford, knowing that he just had a check down with a 2-minute warning.
Yep, as we move back to live action right here. Stafford, right down to the sidelines right there. That looks like it is going to be complete. Impressive catch.
He's been dying up this defense this drive. I don't think he's had an incompletion yet.
No. Quite impressive.
Yeah, 4 for 4. Matthew Stafford scanning the field, and he's still 100%, making great
hits the
throws.
check down right there, Sometimes you got to do it, pick up a handful of yards, move on to the next play. Stafford from under center here.
Triple tight end set. Play action.
Down the field, and it is incomplete. It looked like Kupp had a step or two right there, but unfortunately, it was incomplete for the Rams. 3rd and 9. Stafford. Down the field.
I cannot believe that. After such a perfect drive up to this new set of downs, he'd been perfect. But what has just happened on the last 2 plays?
Max was just complimenting him. The announcer's jinx perhaps got to him. Huge 4th and 9 right here. Stafford. All the options are there. And...
Oh! What a catch! Matthew Stafford.
What a dime and catch right there for Matthew Stafford right here.
I think that was the Puka Nakua. And a pick!
No
my gosh.
And he wasn't even down at the 1. It was a touchback. They're out to the 20. This is huge. Sutton with an incredible pick as Stafford was just trying to go for the lob right there.
Oh, Tyler Higbee did not have it on him. Or no, that was Anderson.
Yes.
Could have been OPI as well.
They signed Chosen Anderson. For some reason, the Dolphins cut him before this week, and the Rams have picked him up. Chosen Anderson with an incredible game.
That is very true. I think Matthew Stafford just didn't have the heart in him to beat the Lions.
I mean,
wanted to get him a Super Bowl.
3 timeouts. It's been a common theme this week. Teams with 3 timeouts, perhaps getting the ball back at the end. And just, an absolute plow forward right there by David Montgomery. Impressive.
Beautiful run there from David Montgomery. You can't ask much more out of him. 2nd and 3rd short.
Yes. 2nd and 3. It is short. And look at that. The game has been sealed right there. The Lions' O-line was just too much right there.
Unbelievable right there. The Lions have really just gone and done it at home. Will they continue this streak? Will the Lions fans be happy with the results?
This is an incredible story. The first win for the Lions in the playoffs in 20-some years. It comes against Matthew Stafford, who was their quarterback for many long, painful years. And who knows? The Lions could be doing something special here in the playoffs.
That was an amazing game we just witnessed, but now we have the Eagles versus the Bucks.
Can Baker Mayfield cook right here? 1 minute left, down 8, leading the Buccaneers perhaps on a game-tying drive, and gets a completion right over the middle right there. They are going to have to hurry it up right here, even though the Buccaneers are wearing some sick uniforms right now. But we can talk about that later as it's complete to Chris Godwin over the middle for 7. But with no timeouts, they've really got to be pushing the ball downfield.
That's not how you do it. You got to throw it to the sidelines here. Baker Mayfield needs to make some better decisions.
I mean, if you can get like 10-15, I think the Eagles will take that. Despite a great game from Baker so far, he has been a little disappointing here on this final drive.
5 seconds.
And
Smart incompletion there.
who really knows what he was doing right there, throwing to Mike Evans over the middle of the field with 4 seconds left. But Sirianni probably thinks he's a genius right now, so who knows. Baker, one final play right here. 30-some yards away. What can Baker do? He lobs it up, and it is intercepted by the GOAT white safety Reed Blankenship.
Beautiful play there by Reed Blankenship.
Look
Huge
at that.
interception. And that will end the game. The Eagles on top.
Eagles on top. Who knows? The Eagles will have a big game next week against the San Francisco 49ers.
We now see that all the wildcard games are now done, and we have 2 new teams entering the playoffs after their bye weeks, the Ravens and the 49ers. Let's see how they do. We also saw 2 upsets. We had the Dolphins and the Eagles win their games. Let's see if they can do it again. We now are going to see the Dolphins versus the Ravens for the Ravens' first matchup. Let's see if the Dolphins can upset again.
And the Ravens here, with what looks to be a convincing victory, will be wrapped up if they can just get this first down right here. Gus Edwards plows forward. Oh, 4th and inches. This is going to be close. Do the Ravens go for this?
I would personally go for it. The analytics say so. And they will, but he's undergunned, Sam.
Oh, the Ravens do love their shotgun. We'll see. Probably a bit of a read option play here, I would assume. And Lamar hands it off. Not even sure what the back was thinking right there, going right into the defender. But the Dolphins suddenly have a shot.
Can Tua do this? I believe not, but they did beat the Chiefs, so maybe they still have that clutch in them.
Maybe they do. It's all up to Tua right here. We'll see if he can lead the offense down the field. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Who knows? With that completion right there. Can't even tell who that was to. It was to somebody. It wasn't to Chosen Anderson, though, unfortunately, for the Dolphins. Tua hits the check down right there, and he will get a nice solid 10 yards, but with only 1 timeout, this could be the end for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Tua needs to move quickly down here as he passes it over to... Is that Cedric Wilson? Who is
I
that?
think so. Yes. Dolphins, hurry up offense. Tua.
They check down the
Check down
Chain
Merchant
again.
right there.
Or was that Raheem Mostert? Still can't tell who the running backs are.
It's hard to tell the numbers right here, folks, but they're out there. Oh,
A flag, though. Tyreek
as he
Hill
goes into
got in the end zone, but there's a flag.
Gonna be a big call right here from Carl Sheffers. Pass interference, defense.
And they should decline this for a touchdown, and this will lead to an onside kick as they do. Sam, I believe they have no chance. The onside analytics say they don't. But do you think they do?
Teams always have a shot. Just give them a shot, you know? The odds might be 5%, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any odds.
Jason Sanders here for the extra point.
It's up, and it is good. The Dolphins will only have to get a field goal if they can convert the onside kick, which is a big if.
We'll see what they do here. It was indeed Devon Chain with 6 receptions for 54 yards.
We'll see. Sanders, the onside kick. the side here, and it is directly to Rashad Bateman right there.
That was just idiotic. You gotta assume that just was a terrible onside kick. Didn't even get the defenders a chance to get there.
No, Mike McDaniel cringing there. Of course, as we know, the Ravens had the number one special teams unit this year by adjusted efficiency, and it comes up clutch yet again right there on that onside kick attempt.
Lamar Jackson showing his poise again throughout these playoffs. This is really an impressive win for him. Not one that we saw coming at the beginning of the season, Sam.
No, it was not. But of course, somebody predicted Lamar Jackson MVP, and that somebody was this humble announcer. We'll see if the Ravens can go further and perhaps get a Super Bowl this year. Huge rushing game for Lamar Jackson, 17 for 78 and 2 touchdowns.
Really impressive game there from Lamar Jackson there. You know, it doesn't really affect his MVP stock, but I believe playoffs should. That was a beautiful game from him there.
Oh, yes.
Easy win for the number 1 Ravens. Let's now watch the Bills and the Texans.
And the Texans just took the lead right here in a tight game. They tried to go for 2. It was 17-12, but they did not get it. Buffalo Bills have a chance to go down the field right here and win the game. But Stephon Diggs with that huge catch right there. Big play.
That was a huge game for Stephon Diggs. Well needed for the Bills. You know, we've been seeing this quarterback kind of statistic a lot recently in these playoffs. 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for Josh Allen today.
Yeah, it really just shows these quarterbacks are being asked a lot in these playoff games right here to throw the ball a lot. That will lead to some touchdowns, some big yardage totals, but also some interceptions.
Only 62 rushing yards today for the Bills. We probably will look to see more from Josh Allen late in this game, wouldn't you think?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to expect, especially if they get like one more first down right here. It might almost be time to just kill the clock.
As you saw at the top, Stephon Diggs with a beautiful day. 9 for 153.
And a completion right out there to James Cook right there for the first down. Bills have been moving the football well here.
You know, you could have wondered, James Cook could have gone out of bounds there and saved the 2-minute warning. But he chose not to.
I mean, at this point, I don't think the Bills are terribly concerned about the clock. They're just focused on moving the ball a little bit.
Beautiful run there from James Cook. Really been underused today.
Oh, very true. You know, sometimes you wonder why the Bills don't use their rushing game as much. And questionably, the Bills are throwing the football right here. I think a smart football coach may just try to take the clock down. But the Bills are going for the jugular. They are trying to get this touchdown right here.
That is a really interesting play call from Sean McDermott to put them within the 10-yard line because now the Texans are free to use their timeout, so they can't run anymore. They could choose to, but...
Oh, an interesting fake fullback dive pitch to James Cook. And it's in for the touchdown right here. Huge play for the Bills, of course. Huge 2-point conversion coming up next.
Couple great plays there from James Cook to really put them within the red zone and get that touchdown.
Oh, yes. Great drive, and of course, the all-important 2-point conversion coming up next.
Sean McDermott really showed in his game plan, James Cook, how to shove into buildings as James Cook just barreled through the defense.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think this team was a united front here so far. We'll see if they can sustain it. The Bills, 2-point conversion. Josh, incomplete right there. Tried to force the ball to Gabe Davis, but unfortunately, the ball landed in a field in Pennsylvania.
Unfortunate play call there from Sean McDermott. Really didn't study the game plan of the Al-Qaeda terrorists on that 9/11 in Pennsylvania. Maybe analyzing too much on the 2 that went into the buildings.
Yes. Anyway, there is a football game at play right here, and the Texans will take a knee for a touchback. We'll see what C.J. Stroud can do. Leading the team out on looks oddly a little bit like Deshaun Watson, but do not worry.
It's C.J. Stroud.
This is C.J. Stroud right here. Not sure what Madden is doing at all. But Stroud gets the ball out there to Nico Collins.
It's CJ Stroud, I promise you.
Ignore everything about this right now.
No, this is actually an interesting play call. After the wild card last week, you guys didn't know about this, but the Browns didn't. They took Deshaun Watson off of IR and actually dropped him because they thought Joe Flacco was such a good quarterback. And the Texans picked him back up. Massage Watson is back on this team.
And he is back to throwing incompletions right here. We'll see what Massage Watson can do for the Houston Texans, especially after CJ Stroud played a very solid game last week. Massage scrambles, and look at that.
Oh, did he take him down by the face mask? And he sure did.
Was.
Good officiating there by the referees, really taking it into their own hands, making sure the game is called perfectly. Lovie Smith, rehired by this team, is appointed.
Yeah,
with that call.
Yes, it was impressive there from Deshaun Watson. He was able to find that hole in the defense and keep on running. Because last time he tried to find a hole, he was suspended for 11 games.
Oh, jeez.
Complete over to the middle right there to Brevin Jordan. 50 seconds left here. They do still have 3 timeouts. We'll see what the Texans can do. And Massage.
Beautiful pass. Is that Nico Collins?
No.
Who was
Who
that?
even knows who that is? Maybe it's some of the targets of old for the Texans.
Could be Brandon Cooks. Who
I
knows?
couldn't even tell. It's like WWE. The old legends are coming back out for the Texans. Watson, incomplete over the middle, intended for Dalton Schultz right there.
Not a good pass there from Deshaun. Maybe he's trying to waste a little bit of clock. Who knows?
Robert Woods with that 134-yard game right here. Some thought he was over the hill, but he's back in the playoffs here.
Playoff merchant here as Deshaun Watson scrambles out of the pocket.
Oh, that's impressive right there. And he knew when to slide.
You think they should have taken the timeout there, but instead they wasted off 6 seconds before calling the timeout, Sam. Interesting call there. Would you have done that?
I mean, in the wise words of Deshaun Watson, sometimes 6 seconds is all you need. It's a long time.
That is true.
Deshaun, number 6. Sketchy pass right there.
Oh! He got
it!
He got it!
He got in! Incredible play from Bobby Trees, Robert Woods. No way.
Unbelievable. You got to think what the Rams were doing here. They might still be in this playoffs if they didn't pick up Chosen Anderson and maybe stick with Robert Woods, as Robert Woods is having a day with Deshaun Watson.
This is just absolutely incredible. The storylines here in this playoffs in Madden. This is crazy. Micah Hyde could not stop him as Robert Woods just bulldozed his way into the end zone. He learned a thing or two from Deshaun Watson. Don't take no for an answer. Keep plowing through.
Exactly there.
And as we see the 2-point conversion, Deshaun Watson just absolutely scrambling into the end zone there, looking for a new masseuse.
He really knows how to hit that gap, doesn't he, Sam?
Real. And the Bills do have, 4 seconds left here. Kick return, hook and ladder. Who knows?
As we see the replay, good scramble there from Deshaun. Literally looked like he was waltzing in.
Oh, he really was. Like he owns the place. But kickoff right here. We'll see if the Bills
Gotta think it's a squib.
return it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And this is a ball game if it doesn't go.
And that is ball game, folks. The Houston Texans advance to play the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Who would have saw this coming before the year?
Deshaun Watson-led Texans beat the Bills as we now see the 49ers face the Eagles in a great matchup.
And the 49ers with a very impressive showing right here against the Eagles, up 35-21. But the Eagles still do have the ball, down 2 scores here. We'll see if they can do anything as we get a nice completion down the field to Dallas Goedert from Jalen Hurts, who's had a bit of a pedestrian game so far.
That's very true. Dallas Goddard almost broke free there if he could have stayed on his feet and what should have been an interception there.
It really should have been. Not sure what I believe that was Fred Warner was doing right there.
No, that was definitely Trevarius Ward.
It's hard to tell with the underneath coverage right there. But Hurts going down the field right there, complete to Devonta Smith, who oddly looks like he's bulked up a little bit here in Madden.
That might be Julio Jones with a different number, but who knows?
Who even knows out here anymore with all the different players we've seen here today?
Oh my gosh, is Hufanga uninjured? Unbelievable.
That is crazy right there. Will he go all the way? Yes, it looks like he will. The 49ers are absolutely giving it to the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is unbelievable.
This is just crazy.
No, well, that wasn't Hufanga.
I can't be bothered to know everyone on the night. That was somebody. Who knows?
Gibson Sr., it said.
And you got to wonder, that pass was just directly to him right there. Jalen Hurts just wanted to pack up and
Just
go
get
back
out
to
of there.
Philly,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Extra point from Jake Moody.
And you got to say, of all the Moody's, he's going to be pretty happy tonight.
Nice.
That may be one of the dumbest jokes that I've made here on the channel, but I made it. So,
Did you see that the 49ers have 200 rushing yards?
that is impressive. Christian McCaffrey must be running all over the boys today.
They sure are, as the Eagles return it out of the end zone, out here towards the 25-yard line, and will get set at the 27. Can Jalen Hurts score 3 times in 25 seconds?
Let me think about it. Upon thinking, no.
Not a surprising answer there, as the Eagles most likely are just going to kneel it out. They know they haven't made it, or they can't make it.
Yeah, it's kind of a question, is Sirianni's job safe?
I believe not.
I mean, yeah, you don't often see coaches get fired after making the playoffs, but the way the Eagles just collapsed this year, you almost have to consider it.
Incomplete pass there from Jalen Hurts. Already has an interception on the day, Sam. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts garbage time. There was a point this year where he was considered perhaps the MVP frontrunner. That feels so long ago right now. But that should run out the clock right here, as there are no timeouts, and the San Francisco 49ers will move on to host the NFC Championship game. We'll see if they will face the Cowboys or the Lions.
Both number 1 seeds smoke in their wins. The 49ers and the Ravens move on. But let's now watch an interesting game between the Cowboys and the Lions.
And unfortunately here, it looks like the Lions have not reported eligible to win the game, as the Cowboys are up 31-14 here late in the ball game. Jared Goff has some garbage time opportunities, but this has really just been an impressive showing by the Dallas Cowboys right here as they look to face their nemesis, the San Francisco 49ers, next round.
Very true, Sam. Honestly, I really wanted a revenge game here for the Lions, but it seems as Madden has ruled that option out.
Yep, NFC Championship looks set as the Cowboys traveling to Santa Clara to face the 49ers, and in the AFC. Oh, look at that. We can't even talk about the AFC. The Cowboys defense is just too dominant out there. What a play by Morris.
A fumble to seal the game there for the Cowboys. Not that it wasn't already sealed, but yeah, we'll see. As Sam said, the arch nemesis of the Cowboys in the playoffs, the 49ers, as I say, no chance they win that game.
I mean, it's Madden. Anything can happen, but maybe they know a little something. They're making Dak get out for one final snap, and this will seal the game. Of course, the Cowboys moving on.
Easily handled game for the Cowboys there, as we now see them reunite against the 49ers.
As we go here out to Santa Clara, the Cowboys just had a huge drive to take the lead in what was a 21-21 ball game. And now we have Brock Purdy out there to see if he can match Dak Prescott. And of course, Brock Purdy with his classic game manager stats right here. Just no touchdown, no picks, 155 yards. We'll see if he can step it up and do something right here. Purdy with one play right here before the 2-minute warning. And it is a completion out there to George Kittle, who just keeps on running. Impressive.
What a play there by George Kittle. Really got out there for a lot of yak yards there.
Oh, yeah. Just really the story of Brock Purdy's NFL career. So many yak yards. Just a little check down to George Kittle. I'm a Brock Purdy hater, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I believe it.
scans the field and
Oh.
just takes the sack here. Absolutely no pocket presence by Brock Purdy.
Marquise Bell with the sack. Not one you would have expected.
Purdy all day. And he hits the check down right there. And oh, what a play. Is that Kyle?
Oh!
Is that use check? I can't even tell.
No, that's McCaffrey. McCaffrey has an X factor. I know that's McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, McCaffrey was just looking a little beefy out there.
He was in.
Brock Purdy almost threw an interception.
Well, they got to go for it here. Wouldn't you think, Sam?
Oh, they've got to.
Brock
They
Purdy.
do have 3 timeouts, but this is the play of Brock Purdy's NFL career right now.
He's got a lot of weapons on his side. I feel like he can get this first down. You know what? I'm going to predict he does.
I'm going to predict he hits the check down.
In and out of the hands. And they have Hughes check in instead of Christian McCaffrey.
We'll see. Purdy scans the field. He goes downfield for once. Is that Brandon Ayuk? What a play on the sidelines right there, proving the haters wrong.
Beautiful catch there by Ayuk as Purdy is marching down this field. Will he continue to have 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions?
I mean, we'll see. I think the 49ers are hoping not. But excellent play right there by Ayuk on only his 3rd catch of the game.
Now they're in 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Not optimal, but doable.
Oh, very doable. Purdy, complete to Kittle right there, just short of the end zone. Hurry up offense will be going here. Both teams with 3 timeouts, though, so clock not necessarily a factor.
Juwan Jennings!
He gets it into the end zone. Wait, no!
Wait,
He dropped it.
he dropped that? Unbelievable.
This is
Stephon
unbelievable.
Gilmore credited with a stop there.
Another pass. Incomplete. Like, keep in mind, the 49ers can do whatever they want right here. They are at the 1. They can run the football.
And they still do not have Christian McCaffrey in. The 49ers fans are devastated by these play calls. George Kittle's wide open.
Oh,
Cut!
it is complete right back there to Juwan Jennings. One would have to question why in 3 plays at the 1-yard line, the 49ers did not run the football once.
I'm wondering, too. They also had all 3 timeouts, but Juwan Jennings is nay-naying there in the background as we see this replay.
This will not be a Seattle Seahawks situation, I suppose.
I guess
But they
not.
still should have ran the football, in my humble opinion.
Huge extra point for the rookie here.
Moody. It's up, and it is
Good. 28 seconds? That is enough time to get a field goal.
Oh, it is. And, in 28 seconds.
I think it's
We shall
Y2K.
see.
The world's going to end because of this. 28.
Well, that's wonderful. And anyway, as the world is about to end, the Cowboys do return it out here to the 28-yard line.
He just wasted 5 seconds there for an extra 2 or 3 yards. What do you think about that, Sam?
Not a great play, but Brandon Cooks, great play here out on the field today. We'll see what Dak can do. All 3 timeouts. He's got some weapons. We'll see if we can get into Brandon Aubrey range. We know he has a fantastic leg. And questionable, a handoff to Tony Pollard right there. I know they had 3 timeouts, but I would have assumed the Cowboys would be much more aggressive.
I would have assumed so too, Sam. Dak Prescott, usually a pretty good quarterback towards the end of the game. Not against the 49ers, though.
No. And it is complete out of bounds right there, I believe, to Michael Gallup.
Brandon Aubrey practicing with no helmet on. Interesting.
Brandon Aubrey's like that, former soccer player.
That is true. 13 seconds. This is what Mahomes had against the Bills.
Oh, and that looked a little Mahomey right there as they take a timeout right there after that quick pass. 9 seconds left. He's really got to move the ball downfield on this play, I believe.
Madden says they need to get to the 38. I think there's a chance they can.
Dak hits it out there. We got 3 seconds left. Do they try the field goal here from probably about 60 yards, or do they send Dak out?
I would. And you're telling me that there's a chance.
There is a chance. This is a long field goal here. I believe this is about a 62-yarder, if my calculations are correct.
No.
No, I looked wrong. That is unfortunate for me. This is exactly a 60-yard field goal because he's kicking from the.
Oh, he's got leg.
He's got leg.
He nails it.
He nails it.
The Cowboys have proven the haters wrong.
Brandon Fukin Aubrey, man.
Unbelievable.
The former Birmingham Stallion. The former Toronto FC player.
That is unbelievable.
There may be a movie about Brandon Aubrey someday.
There should be. What a story we have seen from this young rookie.
Especially if the Cowboys can pull it off in the Super Bowl here.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Brandon Aubrey putting the Cowboys on his back as we see them head to the Super Bowl. But let's see who makes it next, the Ravens or the Texans.
Alrighty here. And the Texans are just down 7 with 53 seconds left. It is a big chance here for Deshaun Watson to prove the haters wrong, march down the field for a game-winning drive, and incredible scramble there, and manages to go out of bounds right there, picking up 10 yards.
That's an unbelievable play there from Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, always unbelievable plays from Deshaun Watson as he hits Dalton Schultz over the middle of the field for exactly 15 yards. They do have to hurry up, though. No timeouts. The clock is ticking. Deshaun. Oh.
Had a chance there, but overthrew him.
He had the right idea trying to hit the out of bounds perfectly right there.
That's one of the few times we've seen that in Madden today.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson is really just a cerebral player
what
like
a block!
That. But unfortunately, Jadeveon Clowney sacks him, and that is going to be the game.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Pause.
The Ravens survive a hot Deshaun Watson as we see them now head to the Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Who will Madden decide for this year's Super Bowl?
Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a not entertaining Super Bowl. The most noteworthy thing was Usher's halftime show, and even that was a little underwhelming.
Oh!
But look at that. Suddenly the Cowboys, it is a 3-score game, but if you can do that every play to Michael Gallup right there, I mean, let's go. He got a chance.
Impressive play there by Michael Gallup. Made the defender miss and sprinted toward the end zone as quickly as possible, but I think they're out of time, Sam.
Yeah, the only thing that may be affecting is some bettors in Vegas, but we shall see. I mean, if they could get an onside kick or two, I mean, get things going, I mean, who knows? But
exactly.
Very unlikely at this point.
Brandon Aubrey, the huge soccer player, looks like he will not be getting the Super Bowl.
Yep, after his 60-yard game-winning kick.
That was two plays for 99 yards, though. That's impressive.
That is extremely impressive for the Dallas Cowboys. But we'll see if Aubrey knows how to do an onside kick. And
to Rashad Bateman again.
Rashad Bateman. For the second time in the playoffs right here, Bateman has come up clutch on the onside kicks.
There is still a chance, though. There is still a chance.
I mean, yeah.
That's what's important.
Always a chance. We'll see if the Ravens can run the clock out here. It's really just important. We can reminisce here on the Ravens season. It's just been incredible. As Lamar Jackson with another rush, he's got to get down in bounds right there.
Beautiful.
And he does. This game is over.
Sure looks like both Harbaughs are going to win the national championships this year. Unbelievable scenes.
This is crazy. Who would have thought? Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh. So Harbaugh-ish.
From once being enemies in the 2010s era of Super Bowls to now being co-championship owners in the same year. What do you think about that, Sam?
I mean, it's just incredible. Just shows the brotherly bond. Just shows the magic of the script writers too. Just like two brothers getting the Super Bowl and the CFP championship in the same year.
Exactly what I was thinking there, Sam. The script writers were on fire this game.
Maybe would have liked a closer game, but can't always get that. Then the closer, and what are they doing getting out in field goal formation? But who even cares? That's Madden for you. The Ravens win the Super Bowl 28-17. Very impressive.
And here comes the blue confetti for the Ravens win.
We'll just say it's purple.
It actually looks a little purple.
Looks
Who
a little
knows?
off. And oh, look at that. Players going crazy at midfield right here.
Dang, that was kind of impressive dance moves there. As the Ravens are your Super Bowl champions. We'll see if this is what actually turns out this year.
Oh, we shall see. We'll see if Madden knows a thing or two. Carl Nassib. No way. Okay.
Easy win for the Ravens there. As Ravens fans, you can now reminisce the old championships that you won with Ray Lewis and Joe Flacco. Will it happen this year? Well, Madden says so. We'll see what happens. Please like and subscribe.